think Carlos really want to just blossom out and be a little bit bigger star. And I think the bigger markets are taking over right now. But don't get me wrong, Utah really could use Carlos for a couple of years. He is a great player and a wonderful person to be around. Let's get to the lower tier players that this free agency is going about. Now, I think the sleepers of the draft will be David Lee. Now, excuse me, not draft, of the free agency will be David Lee of New York. Now, signing Amari, they may or may not try to keep him. Who knows? Not really sure. But he is a piece of the puzzle that can put your team over the championship. I see him going to Los Angeles, maybe with the Lakers, just in case Bynum's knee is not recovering as well as possible. But you see those three in a triangle with Powell and him, unstoppable. I mean, and plus, Lakers going to have to do something to boost up because everybody else in the East are gearing up to be champions. And in order to do that, you have to go over Kobe and the Lakers because back-to-back is, their scenario now. And if you want to be in contentions of winning the championship, you have to go through them. And they have been playing really great and really well. I think a lot of people saw that one piece of the puzzle in Boston, Kendrick Perkins. They might have had that championship this year. So big men are the key, and I think David Lee will be a key to somebody's great program. Also, since we're talking Celtics, Ray Allen on the loose. If he stays in the East, what team does he go to? He is the key to a championship, especially if you go with LeBron James going anywhere. He goes to Miami. They need a square-up shooter, spot up to get out of everybody's way and spot up and knock down shots. Ray Allen is that. He goes to New York. You can't double and triple team as much on LeBron and Amari in New York City because you have a great shooter in Ray Allen. Can't do it. Chris Bosh will definitely appreciate him if he goes to Miami because he is a post-up guy that needs his room, needs his space. And if you don't double Chris Bosh, it is murder down there. Trust me. Now, if you go Chicago with Ray Allen, oh, my gosh. Boozer, spot-up guy that can hit the 15 to 17-footer as well as put the ball on the ground and post up, demand that too. Now you got a rebounder that you can't leave. Ms. Noah, you can't leave him because he will tip, dunk, and put the ball back in a hole real quickly. That's why Ray Allen fits good in Chicago. It doesn't matter where you go. The way Ray Allen plays effectively, the way his health is, the way he goes day in and day out of his routine, any team in the East can use him. Any team in the West can use him. I think he is a very hot commodity. Somebody better jump on Ray Allen really quick. And then there's also the possibility of Ray staying right where he is in Boston, and you never know. That might be something great as well. Let's move on to the guys that are underneath the radar but are going to make a big impact with their teams. Let's start off in Toronto. All right, Chris Bosh is out of there. They sign Amir Johnson. Great guy. Grew up, went and watched him grow up, spending a little bit of time with him. He is going to be unbelievable. Chris Bosh is out the way. Now he can shine. This guy is an ultimate talent. Didn't get to shine in Detroit because of the championship run with Rasheed and Ben Wallace and the rest of those guys didn't get an opportunity. Unbelievable player. Real long, has an opportunity to be indoor, inside, outside, doesn't matter. He's a spot-up shooter, also can put the ball on the ground. Great elevation and inside the paint, as well as very difficult to block his shot on his jump shot. Very tricky around the basket, and defensive-wise, he's aggressive. That's most important, especially with the young guys. Being aggressive, going after shots, and putting them in a bad position on offense, the opposite team. Now, I think the things he has to work on, obviously, is understanding that he has to do it night in and night out. Chris Bosh is gone, so we're going to need 15 points from you, 15 to 20 points from you in Toronto. Also going to need 10 to 8 rebounds from you consistently. I think the matchup between those two and Bargnani is just going to be a great scenario in Toronto. Toronto without Chris Bosh is a big hurt, but I tell you what, Amir Johnson is going to come out and bloom well. Right here in Phoenix, Arizona, Hakeem Ward. Everybody's been sleeping on this guy. Syracuse guy, he's already been coached by one of the best in Boeheim, so he knows exactly how to get things done. Obviously, he's been overlooked by the teams that he's been with thus far in his career. Needs to get that mean streak. Once he gets that mean streak, I'll tell you what, this guy is going to really blossom. And under Alvin Gentry's program, where the defense is stressed as well as pushing the ball up the court, this is what he does best. I play with Hakeem every summer in Philadelphia. The guy runs the floor like gazelle, lifts off the ground, spectacular. All we need to do is get this guy the ball in the wing, and we got the perfect guy to do that in Steve Nash. So I don't see any scenario Amari is a great guy, trust me. But we did the things to put in place of another great team, not the big heavy hitter names that we had before. And Amari, obviously, he's an all-star, but Steve Nash is still here, and he will produce those numbers as well. You understand that the guy just finds open guys, and if you have an opportunity to put the ball in the hole, we still do that. I still think it will be another free agent signing, and also we got a great young player. And my man E. E is going to take things to another level. Trust me, I call him the future, and trust me, you guys will be calling him that as well. So go ahead, lock it in right now. Phoenix will be okay. Big coaching move right now. Vinny Del Negro in Los Angeles with the Clippers. Great move right there. Young-minded coach, also is also defensive-minded. He's been around a couple of teams that hit his program and his opportunity and where he fits in as a good coach is defensive and offensive schemes. He has both of them. I don't really know if he's picked his staff yet, but that staff will be eager and to try to push him. I see. Got to go with the favorite right here, Craig Smith, being a real blossom and help to this team. Griffin coming back off that leg injury, as well as B. Davis getting in shape, getting ready to get back to Golden State Warrior status when he was really unbelievable, unstoppable. Also with the Hornets, too, when they were in Charlotte. That could be a great team. So go ahead, LA fans, get ready to have two teams because it's going to be a real task. It's going to be a real task, but I think Vinny Del Negro is up for it. Make sure you remember they still need one more. I don't know if it's a scorer or a shooter because they let Blake go to the Los Angeles Lakers, but they do need somebody out there just in case, some trouble, because this is his rookie year for Blake. Trouble scoring, also rebounding in that paint. You got to go the all-star. I think he should have been an all-star from jump. He shouldn't have been voted in after somebody been had, but Chris Kaman has been playing well for a very long time. So that offensive paint is going to be taken care of. 15 to 20 points every game, 8 to 10 rebounds. That's going to come from him. That it's consistent, is there. But I think they need a shooter or a scorer, somebody that has a scorer's mentality that wants to come out to get you 10 to 20 points at any given time. Never know. Might even blow up for 30 or 40 points if they may need it on some nights. So that's the whole rundown of the 2010 Decision NBA Draft. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, CEBALLOS. That's right, CEBALLOS on Twitter. Hit me up. Any questions, any replies, any other nonsense, I got you taken care of. All right, world. See you later, and go NBA.